I reset my laundry so it'll just dry again.
Okay.
I like to do it 2 runs just to make sure everything's dry. Welcome back to Persona. We literally just unpaused.
Sorry.
Shapeshifter.
Stop it. Sojour's still awake. It's kind of awkward. Go home or he'll worry. Yeah, I'm gonna go home. Good night.
Be safe.
We could have walked her home.
Yeah, at least.
Well then.
Wait, do I have anything I can do?
Buy more stuff.
Nope.
Okay.
Well then.
Are we gonna get another dream sequence?
Baby.
Nope.
Doop boop. Oh.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Hey, what's
Look.
up?
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30
Holy
million
shit.
yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Unless we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school.
Yep.
Why did this happen?
I didn't know it would.
I see. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
We don't plan on it.
Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
I think Sojiro would be all for what we did, considering like the reasons we had to face the palaces.
Yeah.
Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
Look how big that bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Can't you suggest they go to the school, right? Let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. 30 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. Uh-oh, she didn't make it.
Oh no.
Boop boop boo doo boop ba doo. See the news? Brace myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. Not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs truly are against the wall now. Sitting here won't do any good though. Let's talk more in person. Ba-doop, boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. Hey,
We're
welcome to my
wanted
room.
now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help
Maybe.
but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjad and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end.
Our heads
And there
got a
was that
little
thing with
big
Haru at
and
the
we
time.
got
How are
got.
we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal.
But he
all I
was,
could
though.
think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Sure it does.
Hey. What do you
It helps
think?
them from not hitting them.
What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
Haru, you just joined us.
So irritated with myself. Makoto.
Only one of these cases is on you.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too!
Yeah,
But
like
still,
shouting our names
it's
in
so
public.
damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Let's turn the tables.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be
Oh,
a
these guys
hero.
are just nodding
It made
like,
me
yep,
so
uh-huh.
happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of
She's
shitbags.
just nodding
I can't
off
even
on the
joke
phone.
about it.
He's tired. Things will turn around.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mind.
Damn. Man, it's just popping off. Got a message from Akechi. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow, that's sudden. It's directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're gonna overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. See you tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow.
Yee. Oh, we infiltrate the palace tomorrow.
Good.
Okay. Yep. Nice.
It says to read a book, but fuck that, I'm taking a nap. I am fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
I am emotionally drained.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
Yay, more politics.
Whoopee.
It's my favorite.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you were at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation.
Not even
They don't
once.
care who the supposed
Not
culprit
even
is.
once.
No.
But that's none of my business.
Completely
Sips
rotten.
tea.
My
Tequila.
objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
Who hurt you?
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
He'll tell you who hurt him.
Yeah.
No,
like
he's
how
told
some
Joker already.
disgusting adult
Yeah, I'm
pissed
sure he
him off.
has.
His father.
We're
Yeah.
similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
It's not bad.
Thanks.
Even
I was
if
actually
we
rather worried there.
temporarily disband,
This mission can't succeed without your
We
cooperation.
gotta get rid of
after
this
all.
heat.
What if Joker
The
just
Phantom
killed him
Thieves will
right
be
here?
disbanded, and everything will work out.
I mean,
Everything would be taken care of.
that's an option too.
Body found in
Okay.
LeBlanc.
I never brought it up until now.
Meanwhile, Sojiro's
The
like,
reason I
man,
joined the Phantom Thieves.
that 30 million yen.
Sojiro's like, I thought you kids were good, and he just like comes into the room and the chainsaw's revving.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to
Because
me.
if we went after everyone,
So I'd
who
like to
had a
get myself
palace,
accustomed
we'd
to it
never
too.
end. Like, I'm pretty
I'm
sure
sorry,
Ryuji's got a
I
fucking
actually have
palace.
plans today.
No.
He should, with
I
how
see.
big his fucking confidence
That's
got for
unfortunate.
the Phantom Thieves.
Will you tell your sister about this?
The palaces are basically
Of
just
course
a
not.
built-up ego.
It's just
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm
whoops.
sorry,
That
everyone.
is the 29th we go in.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
I mean, this is about her sister.
It's kind of personal.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Me too. God, I hope this goes well. Otherwise, boy, woof.
Don't you mean meow?
No.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice?
It's more likely than you would think.
And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That
Yeah.
can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
Why would he?
Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke.
Oh, that's what they call me.
So you became convinced of another's existence through the two mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Do you believe me now?
Believe you? I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as phantom thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out. But
Yeah,
the look on
wonder
your
why.
face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Because I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
We're getting there. She's believing us, boys.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions.
Rank down.
Yeah.
I don't believe
Just
your story
kidding.
yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Well... Oh, I need to open up November because we'll be there soon.
Yep.
November is what I said. I think we say screw it to anybody else and go straight for the palace.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships.
Oh, this is where we
Doesn't
would
matter
finish
whether it's
our
public
guts.
or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
Don't do that.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men.
Why would we need that?
You're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first!
Damn, bitch.
There's something else
You
we
look
want
like
you to
this?
look into.
Stop pulling my cheeks. That's weird.
Doing that phase in and out thing again?
Yeah. That's how many times is that now?
At least 5.
Really?
Mhm.
I can only remember the last 2.
It's pretty frequent right now for some reason.
Secondly, the eyes. Yeah, I think it's because we're getting closer to the end. You got to remember, all of this is a retelling.
Right.
Ba-doop boop boo-doop boop ba-doo. Where are we meeting? Alright, we were never told where to meet up. Courthouse. Where's that? Government office district. Kasumi Gaseki? There we go. Oh, I've heard of the place, never been there though. Me either. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Oh, just looking at the map's impressive. Police Department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor, and Public Security. Diet building is right near there too. What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we're just gonna plunge headfirst in enemy territory.
Yep.
Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're gonna meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. Boop, 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 doop, boop.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So
Don't
this is
be
the courthouse.
suspicious.
So
Don't
this is-
be
You can
suspicious.
tell it's a revolting building just by looking
So this is
at
the
it.
courthouse.
Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
There's hers.
And that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
Okay.
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
Got that nerd shit going on.
While she's
I'm
also
so
hacking his
sorry.
phone.
You don't know
Until
that.
recently,
No,
Futaba
that's
was
obviously
actually
what
You don't
she's
know
doing.
that.
Well,
Don't even.
You don't know that. She's
It's
looking
okay.
at his phone.
There's no
Sai-san
other
told me
reason
the
she would
gist.
grab his phone.
She likes his phone.
Right.
It's nice.
Akechi-kun,
Sure.
It may be best if you exchange contact info with
I wonder how much
everyone,
money he
too,
makes. He's
not
probably
just
got a
me.
really good phone, like for real.
That's true.
Probably.
Ooh!
Can I have my phone back, please?
I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks.
She's
Well then,
she's an odd
I hope
one.
we get
Just let her
along.
just let her
I'll do
be.
my best.
Yeah. Just let her
You got a
have
good
her fun.
personality and good looks?
She'll
Talk
give it
about
back
cheating.
eventually.
Yeah, see,
She
she
did-
gave it back.
She did this to mine
Praising
once.
you, I believe.
You got good looks and a good personality. Talk about cheating. She's praising you, I think.
Yeah.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure
Anyway.
out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling
I want to
then.
show off
how about a racetrack for
Akechi's
horses?
dancing
Other
in
than
Starlight
that,
outfit
there's
that he doesn't have in the
pachinko,
game, but
does
he's
that
got
count
a
as
dancing
gambling?
outfit in this game.
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there?
It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
What the
I
fuck?
definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Just like a horde of children running towards them.
That's
Yeah.
it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Press X to doubt. Futaba doubted really hard.
Yeah. There it is.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't
Makes things a
changed.
whole lot easier.
That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
I did not agree to this.
Yeah.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
Now, my favorite palace theme is this one. It's titled Whims of Fate.
Okay.
Kind of level him up a little bit. What level is he anyway? 45.
Oh boy.
Mmm.
At least he's more on par than the others were.
Okay. I thought that thing fell for whatever reason. Where are we at on time? 3 minutes.
Yeah. So you go play around, and then you can have the rest of the night to train and do whatever else you need.
Oh no, we're getting kicked out of here like right after the introduction.
Oh, okay.
I can see it.
Look at that look at the picture up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well,
Weird
I
ass
think your
bird
mask is
mask.
more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Every time someone joins the team.
This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
He's excited.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
Kid meet candy store. Candy store meet kid.
The candy store shuttered.
I feel somewhat nervous.
So look at his outfit from the for Dancing in Uniform or Dancing in Starlight.
That joke was actually pretty good.
What?
The candy store shuttered.
That's a sick outfit.
Yo,
look
I
at this
like it.
fucking boss. Oh, I love it. I love it. He's so good and so dumb. Good shit.
Dice shaker. Breaking stuff, making things. Until the game tells us to stop.
Well, smoked cigar. We can't go through there, obviously.
In the vents.
Yeah. A lot more crawling around than I thought you guys would be doing. Well, we got a sneak.
Yeah.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
Oh,
she
sees
She
us.
can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says.
I like her
There's no
outfit.
point in hiding any longer.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Holograms.
Damn it! Over there!
They can teleport. Which, I mean, that makes sense. It's in
Seems
their
we'll be able
palace.
to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her.
We can use that elevator to be an elevator.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes, the
get
floor
after her,
here is
Joker.
made out of floor.
We must get higher. Ryuji, blunts.
Excuse me.
The effects of cognition.
You're just like, I don't
We
smoke.
could take a breather here in this
Not
secure
even
spot.
once.
Meanwhile, Makoto's like, here.
Yeah. Are we going off of the joke earlier of the animal kicked in?
I wasn't, but that does make sense.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
My what?
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation
You
to
mean
a
my
player's club of
fist?
sorts.
Access denied.
Great, now the elevator's broken and we gotta take you to the hospital.
Casinos typically
Great.
have a membership system
Good job,
called
Skull.
the Players Club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be
damn it.
similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but
A shadow!
as I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
I have high expectations.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those.
Oh man.
Well then, let us begin.
Let us.
Don't worry.
What do you think
can
of their
leave this one
design
to
of
me.
Robin Hood?
I mean, it's It's okay.
Take them down, Robin Hood.
I think it's so dumb and cool. I love it. He uses bless and curse and flare.
Nice.
He's also got a laser gun.
Nice.
And his weapon is a laser sword.
Persona!
What a geek.
Now, Robin.
Yep, all me.
Yep. We did it, guys. It was all me.
Not so bad. Capable of much more. Now let's deal with the shadows quickly. Wait, does it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I'd like to deal with them as quick as we can, but now we have an infiltration group. I suggest we return for now and prepare. Trust your experience and judgment. Let's do that.
Good.
You getting tired?
A little bit. I didn't plan on staying up like past 1 to 2. I thought we would start like as soon as you got home, and we didn't. We were a little late.
Yeah, we started at like 10.
Yeah.
10, 11. That was truly a surprise, one after another. One surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive in our work together. Agreed. He's got it like a brown. I think it's darker shade than the jacket he's wearing.
Maybe.
We'll need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, we secure an infiltration route, send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's disorder's desires will manifest into physical form. By taking that core, the changing of heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps would be something along those lines. A+. It ain't easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. Not underestimating anything. By the way, Nijima's shadow seemed really confident. There's no way of knowing there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well, you'll let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Of course.
Of course.
Perfect. I'll be available anytime you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare for the coming task. My apologies for somewhat derailing the conversation. We'll be counting on you, Akechi. Failure's not an option here. I'll do my best to live up to all your expectations.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got.
Can I go anywhere? Hello? You changed the question on the survey.
Hey.
Oh, cool. I got a gun.
Yeah. Sojiro's like, hey, you got a package from the black market? You know what? I don't know how much more I can take of this kid.
Okay, I can't hang out with Kawakami or call her to do a massage, so we're pretty much stuck in the house. Well, Featherman was on. Yeah.
Nice. And no one's available to hang out.
Red Eagle's crushed after Black Falcon's shocking betrayal. However, he's not the only traitor. Revive and fight. Phoenix Rangers! You again, Hawk? Oh shit. I missed last week's episode.
Aw.
Damn it. Which one is Hawk? Probably blue. Blue feels like a hawk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to bed. That's such a weird statement I just made.
Yeah.
Blue feels like a hawk.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's Sunday.
Yeah. What are we doing on Sunday?
Going to the
Sunday.
Oh, shit. We're going to the palace.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess we're going to the palace. Right. Counting on you. We may have to do our own unique way of doing things. We should proceed forward as usual. Leave it to me.
Hey!
Wait, go see Chihaya first.
Do we need to?
Not for the money reading, but we can access her and use her for like Oyo or a Y.
Yeah, and I can also, because if we end the episode in this palace, I can use it to grind.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you might want to do the money one.
No, well yes, but also there's you can get a reading from her that triggers the red room faster.
Ah. Yeah, you did.
Wait,
you did
whoa,
mention
whoa,
you
hang
wanted
on.
to do. Persona. Wow, everyone's got pumpkin heads, and nice. This is really cool.
Look, she's dressed as a maid. Oh my god, we almost missed out on this.
Yeah.
Because we're so used to just running past everybody. That's neat. That's a neat little touch. I appreciate that. I'm gonna need 3 fortunes being read. Need money.
Check and see who we might be hanging out with tonight.
Here we go.
We're doing the mini game, but we're not gonna do that. So
We really choose
where's
anybody.
Sunday?
Did we do the one for a Y?
No, we're almost at that.
No, I
One
mean, did
more.
we do the reading for a Y?
No.
Okay, we should do that then.
No, wait, we did it yesterday because we hung out with Oya
With Oya.
last. So this should be Oya this time.
Okay.
What do you think? What shall we do?
Yeah, that costs a little bit more.
What does it do?
Here we go.
That's the one that triggers the red rooms faster.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna pick like a really bad, like not
What
a
do you
bad, but
think?
like a really dumb looking persona like Kaitsa.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it the strongest persona.
Okay.
Have you seen? Do you remember what Kaitsa looks like?
It's like the Puss in Boots.
It's
isn't
Puss
it?
in Boots.
Yeah.
He looks like a red mage Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
So I really like him.
What shall we do?
And then we need affinity.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
It would be funny if I did all this and then just went and hung out with somebody instead.
I mean, we could.
be
Nothing's
fun.
stopping us. Who's available?
Shinya is apparently. I can't. Oh, I can open up Haru.
Probably should.
We probably should have, but we're not going to. We're going to do the palace.
Okay.
Because I need to do the palace for reasons. I just want to get. Because you have to go back in. You have to go in there and be locked at a door and come back out. And
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
So everything I need to do before I go in. I don't think so. Yeah.
Man, when do we get to go to Mementos again? Because we've got a lot of missions ready.
We've got like 3.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just feels like we've been doing a lot.
Oh, Mako-chan.
What's up?
I didn't realize
Fuck,
we
that's
take the
why I
same
keep
train.
calling her that.
Yeah.
I'm so used to saying Makoto, and then for some reason I was talking to my coworker and I slipped and called her Mako.
Yeah.
And I go, wait, I've never called her Mako.
Yeah.
Haru, what a coincidence. I was just thinking of you.
Oh, were
And
you?
why is Haru the only one that
Yeah.
does?
How should I put this?
Because Haru is
Our
really
battles
friendly.
from this point forward are only going to get tougher, right? So, I've been reflecting on our approaches to combat in the hopes of finding some new tactics.
They have a
in the end,
showtime.
I came up with something.
I want
but I
you to
realized
see their
I'll need your
showtime.
help with it.
Me? Sure. If I can be of any help, I'd love to work with you on this.
I appreciate it. So, what I'm thinking is...
And then we can have
Mako-chan?
this.
Now that I think about it, this is probably going to sound rather absurd.
Don't worry. If
This
it's
is
your
my
idea,
favorite.
Mako-chan, I'm sure it'll be great.
Oh,
I'm glad to hear you say
we
that.
haven't seen Haru's
ready to
with
hear it?
Morgana or Yusuke and An's combination either.
So, any thoughts?
So we got to do some of those while we're in the palace today.
Yeah.
I'd be honored to help.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Mm.
I hope it works
I
out.
think that's turned off.
Just leave it to me.
Let me just do a quick little
Wow,
search
Mako-chan,
and see
you
how
come
to
up with
trigger
some
show
pretty
times.
bold moves sometimes. I really look up to you for that. Do you?
I'm not sure how that makes me feel, but thank you.
The star will grant us our wish if it's based on such a great plan. I'm positive.
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout. Can we just get started?
Forced investigation will take place on November 20th. That's our deadline this time.
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure? Didn't they want to catch us as soon as they possibly could?
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward. Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective
This
Man.
stupid
You sure know
vest.
a lot about internal affairs.
Yes, he is quite promising.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me the inner workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd movements.
That would be helpful.
All right.
Shaker
Listen
Intel. Ex-mercenary assassin.
Really? Listen up.
Parents of Futaba's friend Kana. Forced Kana to take immoral jobs just to pay off their debt. Ever since they're young, we've been trampling over her life. I'm gonna crush them.
Nice. Nice. Yep.
We have 4 total.
That's right, because we haven't unlocked
The
the
others.
Y and
Mhm.
yeah, Oya's yet.
Come on,
Here you go.
let's go.
Begin the infiltration. Keep your head in the game.
If you have a character who has a showtime available in your party, when their turn comes up, there's a random chance the turn will be at the close of the character. Both party members do not need to be active, but particularly early on, when not everyone has one, you're more likely to see them go into effect because there are more opportunities for them. So it's basically random.
Okay.
Shame. Let's swap out Easy for hard. Oh. This is already a red room.
Okay.
That's fine.
We've arrived. Now let's...
Need to get the elevator moving. For that, we have to get a member's card.
Hey.
Show me your true form.
We got the advantage. Don't rush.
What's wrong with you? Oh, they're stunned.
Oh, okay.
One enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen. This is not a shot. How's this?
Damn.
Let's catch your breath. Good work, everyone.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
I can feel it.
I feel like I need more.
Those are locked doors.
Show me your
Oh,
true
whoops.
form.
Got him.
Oops, sorry.
There seems to be a treasure chest.
Oh yeah? Where at
Show
it,
me your
Catchy?
true
Over there.
form.
Where is it, boy? Where's the treasure?
Show me, sniff it out with your big nose.
Yeah.
We got the advantage. Don't rush this. Nice. Joker took one out.
Oh man.
Someone take over.
Queen's on the ground. You can't
Well.
fail now. Get sweaty, Queen. One enemy defeated.
Oh.
That takes care of that. Let's
Just
move.
like I thought.
All right.
Feels weird we're actually doing combat in this game.
Yeah.
The fuse vials. Those will be helpful later.
Those are useful.
It's a secret tool for later.
Indeed.
Let's check around and find something useful.
That guy doesn't look suspicious over there. In the window.
Yeah, I see him.
How much is that bad guy in the window?
You could have just said baddie.
That would have fit a lot better, but I'm not witty like that.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh.
Successful. Now just don't lose.
Why are all these enemies stunned?
Because we keep
Oh.
catching them off guard. I got a soul drop from that. I stole it. It's because we're ambushing them, and that has a chance to give them a status ailment.
Hmm.
All right, the skirmish
I
is
guess
over.
that's the only thing I can
Let's
think
go.
of.
Shadow ahead.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh!
Surprise attack successful. Now just don't lose.
Oh, these counter strikes are bullshit.
Queen's in trouble. Persona. Keep that up.
Chase my wrath.
Yeah, he's immune to that. What are you
doing?
Just watching.
More, and I'm
It's
done.
not ominous.
Thank you so much.
And that's how strong her heal is.
Oh.
You bitch.
That's why she was watching. Okay. That's annoying. Oh no, you've made her angry.
She's not listening to anyone.
I can't do anything with her.
Persona! Save me! Alright.
No, just let her kick the shit out of people.
No, healing them from a status ailment might trigger it too.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was going for.
Crushed it. Keep that up.
Merciful.
One enemy remaining.
I was hoping that would help trigger that.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. Everyone all right? Let's press on then.
Yeah. Teamwork. Attack
Show
this
me
man
your
on the
true
stairs.
form.
Haha! We need to attack these horses on the stairs.
Just don't lose.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Pew 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 pew.
Queen's on the ground. You can't fail now. They got me. Don't sweat it, Queen.
They got her, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, showtime.
That's her and Ryuji's.
Now.
Make way for the Fist of the Phantom.
Get serious.
This actually changes if you're against an enemy that is really big.
Here.
I love that reference.
We have no choice.
No. You get no mercy.
Good God.
Oh
What
my
the
god, he took
fuck?
him hostage!
Wow, how the turns have tabled. Oh my god. That, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Don't forget this feeling.
Don't have to worry about that guy no more.
Alright, well, anyway, back to being the Phantom Thieves.
Now we can just drag Akechi throughout the whole dungeon.
That was really funny. No, you get no mercy. I'll just hold your friend hostage.
Yeah. That escalated quickly. Please don't kill me. No. Okay then.
Fine then, I'll kill one of yours. Yeah, okay. What do you mean, yeah, okay? Nah, seems fair.
Nah, just do it. Film it. I want to save
Do it,
this.
no balls.
Yeah, no balls.
You won't. Bet.
Yeah. Pussy.
I'm so glad that was recorded.
Yeah.
That's one of those moments where it's like, yeah, and then it happened. No, it didn't.
No, it
Go
didn't.
down
Yeah,
like
it
that.
sure did. That was perfect.
Okay.
Good shit, good shit. Oh my god. We're the greatest. Catchy, you're doing good?
You're doing great.
I hate you. I hate me too.
Yeah.
I'll fight him.
Yeah, let's go. There might be a will seat up here.
Queen Mob. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We just win, I guess.
Okay. Oh my god.
That's Futaba's ability.
Okay.
Anyway.
We should be careful of these guys. Futaba's like, fuck them.
We need a map, because I love that outline.
Yeah.
We need a map, 'cause I feel like I've missed several rooms. Sure we can, all I gotta use is a key card there.
Beep. I did it.
I don't remember all of these, like, things taped to the walls in the original.
Oh, hey.
There's a terminal in here. Should be able to use it again in the customer database. Could even take that guard down. Yeah, okay.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Show me your true form.
Oh, neat. Oh, okay. Elephant, get him!
Oh.
Okay, I don't know how you miss a grenade, but alright.
I fucking love dropped out. Get him!
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry for the trouble. I'm ready to help. Next time, gotta hit them.
This is what separates us.
I'll punish you.
Here we go.
Yay!
Finish this.
Oh, and it's Makoto.
Oh my god.
Pardon me. Let's do this. Okay. Huh? You're not done yet.
God.
You ready? Always. Watch this. Rest in peace. Perfect form.
Beautiful.
Teamwork. Okay, now we need Mona and her, so you can see that one.
Yeah.
Drop some cards.
Ah.
Is that what we're looking for?
There are no names on them. They'll be unusable if they remain unregistered.
I can handle that.
There's a room, and did you see that that treasure chest on that computer screen?
Registration complete. I wasn't sure what name to give it, so I just thought of a random one. Taro Tanaka.
That's way too simple. Aren't they gonna figure that out?
They already know what we look like, and that we've intruded into the palace. Then again, it's probably better to be safe than sorry. Okay, the fake name for this card is a little more elaborate this time. Shinji Nakanomatsu. I also
We
found
got a map.
of the casino.
Yay!
Joker, you can hold on to this card and the map. Don't lose them, okay?
Not even once.
As for the Taro Tanaka card...
I will lose all of the maps.
Bro, get rid of it next time you see a garbage can.
Hmm? Why me?
These kinds of chores always fall to the newbie.
Oh.
Look, I found the perfect exit.
Bully him.
Let's hurry up and get out of here.
You got killed by a
also use
unicorn,
that
bruh.
elevator
Yeah.
now, right? According
Unicorns
to
are
the map,
fucking
it would be
ruthless in,
quicker
like,
to use
reality,
this path
though.
than to go back the way we came.
Reality,
Come,
air quotes.
Let's hurry
Yeah.
on.
Myth.
That one episode is Supernatural.
Yeah. I don't know, unicorns do some pretty fucked up shit.
Very well.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Let us go.
One of them changed the history, changed paths to do everything that they wanted. One of them sent demons to another dimension.
Happens.
Hello, I am also in this room. Alright. Teamwork. I got caught on a stair.
Focus.
Thing over here. Pop. Oh, you know what I need to do? Treasure trap.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now I have a chance to find treasure demons. Winner, okay.
I'll reveal your true form.
Who's got the advantage? Don't rush this.
My god. There was no need for that.
All the need for that.
Let me catch your breath.
Okay.
A complete victory. Now let's keep
feel
going.
it.
Incomplete deck.
Hello.
Oh, hi
shit.
everyone.
Hello, everybody. I'm not the thief. It's not good that way.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
In the air tonight.
It's up here. Why were you allowed to come up here? Just leads over here.
Yeah, it's a just I
But
guess
why-
a quicker way.
Let's just go with that. Oops, sorry.
Oh, hi.
I'll reveal your true form.
Treasure chest.
Sure, we can get more money.
Yeah.
The advantage. Don't rush this.
Get fucked, healer.
That is dead. Okay. Punch her in the horse.
Yeah, just like Odin.
Yeah.
I'm stabbing him in the horse. Final
Okay.
Fantasy VIII coming soon.
Yeah.
That does it. Shall we continue?
Yeah. Stop soul. This way? No.
Focus.
Aha! Oh, that's sounds nice.
Ivory dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably like really nice to like throw. Like, really smooth to hold.
Oh? Joker.
There's a will seed nearby.
Oh. Good.
There's a shadow. Be careful.
Shadow. We just Spider-Man my way over there. Oh god. That's a lot of thong-wearing
leopards.
Leopard men.
Okay.
This is what separates us. Enemy taken out. Good one, Crow.
I see that.
3 enemies remaining. You can do it.
Ready when you
Okay.
Sure.
understood. Moving in.
All right. So yeah, that was cool.
Crow's pretty good. Oh, we haven't done Crow.
Oh.
Futaba wants to help.
Jesus, everyone wanted in on this one.
Then fuck that leopard guy, right? So also, a side note, I don't remember if I said this or not. Futaba didn't have an all-out attack in the original.
Oh, neat.
We haven't done Crow's all-out attack.
Fine skill, isn't it?
We should do that.
Okay.
Looking good. We're on a roll,
Hello.
huh?
Show me your true form.
Uh-oh, we're not going to be able to on this fight.
Pop. Jesus, she made sure.
She just had to steal his moment. He had a cool one in the last fight. I've never seen him do that follow-up attack, by the way.
Really cool.
That was really cool.
Nicely done. Put it to good use.
Okay.
Excellent technique, Joker.
Thanks.
Thanks, Crow. Losing is not an option. Victory addiction.
Hey, a will
Go back.
seed. Let's get it.
Yes.
The jealousy seed.
The first will seed. Don't mind if I do, Sai-san. Focus.
Gold earrings. Aha. Give me a treasure demon. I don't remember what the one is for this palace, but I know that I need one by now. I think I've only got the first one.
Right.
The other ones are I have to go and hunt for them in mementos later. That is if we decide to do all the 100% on the persona thing. We really don't need to. This way. Watch this be another room with people in it.
Probably. Hey guys, how are we? Oh.
It's good. Break room. Everybody's on break.
Good.
Everyone's busy.
Watching monitors.
Which you would think they have sent people after us by now.
Yeah. Unless they want us to be here.
Man, this is like galaxy braining my head, and I don't like it. Gotta be like genius level shit to figure out what the fuck everybody's doing. They're like, I'll plan to make sure they think that I'm following their plan, so that when I plan a thing, their plan is invalidated by my plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna trigger their plan so I can trigger my plan.
Oh man, that's giving me a clue.
Show me your true form.
That feels like that's way off in the corner than usual.
Yeah.
I have something.
Nothing to break in here. Okay.
Shadow identifier.
Show me your true form.
Dead.
Oh, there's a treasure demon.
Oh, yay.
Oh, that one's really rare. This enemy is
What are you weak to?
It should be
Ooh, I
easy
like that
if you
treasure.
stay focused.
I don't
Use
remember
my
what he's weak to.
persona.
Let's check that real quick before I kill him.
What's my next move?
Hang on, Makoto. I think it's weak to nuclear, but I want to check. It's weak to curse.
Take that!
Nuke that bitch! Oh god, will that kill him? Am I that strong? I probably am. Oh, okay.
You weren't crushed it! Keep that up!
Persona! Now, Robin!
Oh no!
Crow, looking good! Stand still!
Come with me if you want to live. Okay.
Treasure demons don't need to be negotiated with.
Or love.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, we did it.
Okay.
Ah, that was my ankle.
Got him.
Love it. Loving that every one of my bones decides to explode whenever I turn.
Keypad says what?
I love those moments where I just start going, Oh, hey, we're back up here.
Oh, good.
Actually, this is smart because
we need that save room.
That too, yes, but also we should have just left and came back up because we're going to the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
But I just kind of explored the red spots on the floor.
Show me your true form.
Who's got the advantage? Don't rush this. One down! Go, Queen, go!
Ice attacks are out.
We
They're
can kill
weak,
him.
but don't let your guard down.
It's yours!
I'll do it.
On to the next!
Taste my wrath. Robin Hood!
And there it goes!
Freeze!
Good one, Crow!
They're scattered!
How extra this fucker is.
Beat him up!
Taste of defeat!
Nice.
My sole interest is uncovering the truth.
Fine skill, isn't it?
Heavy curse damage.
Okay.
Huh? They weren't a big deal at all.
Go ahead and save.
Let's...
You want to call it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
should write something.
This is pretty fair. I think we went a little longer than I thought we were. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to probably finish off the second part of her palace.
Oh, definitely. No matter how long it takes, we'll finish this palace.
Oh yeah, eventually, but...
Oh, is it another blockade or whatever?
We've got a block that comes up where we got to go out somewhere in the real world and then come back in to finish the palace and then send the calling card.
Okay. Well, we'll get that far then.
Yeah, but it's really only we've got a little bit. I think we got like 3 rooms that are it's an ordeal. We'll call it for today. But I think we only need 3 times going into her palace to finish it, and then the 4th to fight her.
Okay, cool.
The one is to get Crow, the 2nd is to get to that blockade, the 3rd is to finish it off.
Okay.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Adios.